everybody. Almost forgot to say something. Welcome to Happy Book, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. I say that so fast sometimes, I'm wondering if you can even understand me. We're your hostesses, Brooke and
Beck.
and welcome back to our cute little bookcast. Woohoo! I hope you have enjoyed the book club episode that came out today, the day that we were recording this one. I saw I got. I mean, obviously, I edited it and put it ready, published to come out today. But I got a notification saying that it was published, and I was like, "Oh, that was a good
Yay!
one. That was a good book."
We have to make a correction on one thing we said.
Oh.
Remember the name of the girl who came and helped her get out of the house?
Right. Yeah. I texted Becky afterwards. Well, afterwards. I mean, like actually maybe like a couple days after when I was editing, and I said, "Oh, I said the wrong name when we were talking about when what's her face was escaping the
Patricia.
house." Yeah,
Yes.
Patricia. There you go. Thanks. It's already leaving. When Patricia was escaping the house after cleaning up and basically got rescued from the attic by her friend, I said that friend was Grace. I was wrong, and I knew that wasn't the person, but I wasn't thinking when I said it. So that was not Grace. I actually believe it was her friend named Kitty, but I could still be wrong. But it definitely was not Grace.
I think you're right. I think it was Kitty.
Yeah.
And it was funny because when you texted me, I was like, you know what? I questioned it when you said it, but not out loud, and I rolled with it.
Yeah. You know what? I appreciate the
That's a good friend right
loyalty.
there. Uh,
The loyalty was nice there, Becky. But
thank
yeah, I was incorrect, so had to make that note. Um, do you have a quote?
No, ooh, but I could have one. And just to throw you off, this is not from a book I'm currently reading, but it's from a book I read last year. Okay. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
My dear boys, I am more shaky than usual this year. The North Polar Bear's fault. It was the biggest bang in the world, and the most monstrous firework there ever has been. It turned the North Pole black and shook all the stars out of place, broke the moon into four, and the man in it fell into my back garden. He ate quite a lot of my Christmas chocolates before he said he felt better and climbed back to mend it and get the stars tidy. Then I found out that the reindeer had broken loose. They were running all over the country, breaking reins and ropes and tossing presents up in the air. They were all packed up to start, you see. Yes, it only happened this morning. It was a sleigh load of chocolate things, which I always send to England early. I hope yours are not badly damaged. But isn't the North Polar Bear silly? And he isn't a bit sorry. Of course he did it. You remember I had to move last year because of him? The tap for turning on the Rory Borealis. That's funny how he spelled that. Fireworks is still in the cellar of my old house. The North Polar Bear knew he must never, never touch it. I only let it off on special days like Christmas. He says he thought it was cut off since we moved. Anyway, he was nosing around the ruins this morning. Soon after breakfast, he hides things to eat there, and turned on all the northern lights for 2 years in one go. You have never heard or seen anything like it. I have tried to draw a picture of it, but I am too shaky to do it properly, and you can't paint fuzzing light, can you? What book is that from?
That I'm thinking it was from Letters from Father Christmas by
Yes,
J.R.R. Tolkien.
yes.
Yeah. I felt that right when you were like talking about you said North Polar Bear and I was like this feels like that was probably from that book. I love that. So ha, have you already had that? You didn't.
No, that gets into another segment of the show, but I'll
Okay.
skip there. But
How exciting. Okay. That was a cute haul. And it's like
yes,
starting to feel festive, so it's rather
can you
appropriate.
see?
Look at that.
It's hardback, and then I wanted it for the pictures.
Mhm.
That's the original letter that, or picture of the original letter that he sent.
Mhm.
One of the original letters. That's the Aurora Borealis that he was just talking about in his letter
Oh
being
wow.
set off. It's so cool. I can't wait to show it to you in person.
Yeah, that's really cool. I bet you love that.
Oh man, and it's hardcover.
Yeah.
It did have softcover option, but I was like, it feels like a special book that should be hardcover.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Um, okay. So you have that to haul. And do you have anything else to haul?
I don't think so.
That's a special haul right there. I mean, I downloaded some stuff on Kindle and I ordered a book because I'm
Yeah.
insane. It's supposed to be here today. It was supposed to be here yesterday, and then something I guess occurred, and now it says it's coming today. So I'll haul that book next week.
Ooh.
I can't really. I mean, I could, but then I'd have to move my camera because it's my phone. But I did haul. Well, I guess I can look up the synopsis on the internet on this computer. Please hold.
Thank goodness for multiple screens.
I know. Let's see. Oh,
Or I
no.
should say multiple windows.
Yeah. I almost typed in we used to live here and I was like, that's not right. This one is called We Live Here Now by Sarah Pinborough. I know it's some kind of spooky, haunted something or another. I think it's similar-ish to We Used to Live Here.
Okay.
But this is the synopsis. After an accident that nearly kills her, Emily and her husband Freddie move from London to a beautiful Dartmoor country house called Larkin Lodge. The house is gorgeous, striking, and to Emily, something about it feels deeply wrong. Old boards creak at night, fires go out, and books fall from the shelves, and all of it stems from the terrible presence she feels in the third floor room. But these things happen only when Emily's alone. So are they happening at all? She's still medically fragile. Her post sepsis condition can cause hallucinatory side effects, which means she can't fully trust her own senses. Freddie doesn't notice anything odd and is happy with their chance at a fresh start. Of course not. Of course he doesn't notice because he's probably messing with her.
Yeah.
Anyway, so who knows? You know, is it actually a haunted house? Or is she hallucinating, or is Freddie messing with her? Is somebody else messing with her? I bet he's got life insurance out on her.
That wouldn't be the first time that that plot has been done where
Right.
someone is messing with someone.
Yeah. So this was on Kindle Unlimited, so I downloaded it from there. I also downloaded a book called A House with Good Bones. With Good Bones by, before I say the author's name, I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I don't want to say it wrong. By T. Kingfisher, which I've read a couple of things
Oh
by that
yeah.
author already. And I saw this cover, and it's like, I don't think it's actually graphic, but it it evokes an uncomfortable feeling. So you'll have to look it up, or I'll have to show it to you when you come here. But this is what the synopsis says on this. Mom seems off. Her brother's words echo in Sam Montgomery's ears as she turns on to the quiet North Carolina street where her mother lives alone. She brushes the thought away as she climbs the front steps. Sam's excited for this rare extended visit and looking forward to nights with just the two of them, drinking boxed wine, watching murder mystery shows, and guessing who the killer is long before the characters figure it out. But stepping inside, she quickly realizes home isn't what it used to be. Gone is the warm, cluttered charm her mom is known for. Now the walls are painted a sterile white. Her mom jumps at the smallest noises and looks over her shoulder, even when she's the only person in the room. And when Sam steps out back to clear her head, she finds a jar of she finds a jar of teeth hidden beneath the magazine worthy rose bushes, and vultures are circling the garden from above. To find out what's got her mom so frightened in her home, Sam will go digging for the truth, but some secrets better better left buried. So that's
Ooh.
creepy. But it says it's a Southern Gothic, a haunting Southern Gothic. So I thought that
Oh.
would be nice. Yeah, I read What Moves the Dead and What Feast at Night by this author. And the
Mhm.
third one in that series, which I can't think of the name. Hold on. Oh, I think it's What Stalks the Dead. What stalks the deep. I think What Stalks the Deep. Yeah, that's the new one, and it's already out. But I don't have like access to it on Kindle Unlimited or on Everand, so I'm like,
Uh-uh.
and I don't want to. I don't necessarily like it was. They were interesting. The other two were interesting and entertaining and good, just to have a book to read if I didn't have something else to read. But it's like, I don't know if I want to actually pay for it. But they were halfway decent. But then this one was on
Yeah, what was
Kindle
the
Unlimited.
title? What was the
Uh,
title of the first one again?
of
What
the first.
moves the
Oh, the first one is What Moves the Dead.
Yeah, that was a creepy cover.
Yeah,
I
that
remember that
one
cover.
is the retelling of the fall of the House of Usher.
Oh.
And then the sequel to that is What Feasts at Night, and then the newest one is What Stalks the Deep. So all the
Mhm.
covers are creepy, and I mean the stories are creepy. So I'm assuming this one, A House with Good Bones, is also going to be pretty creepy. Then I got a short story, a sci-fi short story. There's another collection that I found on Kindle Unlimited, and I can't see you, by the way. I know you can see me, so
Uh-oh, you
I'm not
can't
like
see
looking
me?
at the camera. Well, no, I can't see you because I'm looking at the. I'm on Google.
Oh, okay.
3 days, 9 months, 27 years by John Scalzi. It's the first one in the sci-fi short story collection on Kindle slash Amazon. This is the name of the collection, The Time Traveler's Passport. So I have no idea really what it's about, except that
Time
it's a
travel.
yeah, it's they're all probably going to be about time travel, and they're short stories and they're sci-fi. So this is by John Scalzi, and I read another short story in a different collection by John Scalzi, and that was when I had told you randomly, like, I read one little short story by this author, and then I looked on my Kindle app, and it's like, oh, you must be reading
Oh,
everything by John Scalzi, and like all of his
right.
books were up. And I was like, maybe. Leave me alone, Kindle. Oh, gosh. Then I downloaded something. I don't. That probably won't shock you. Maybe I don't know. It is Animal Farm by George Orwell.
Really?
Yeah, and
Emma just read that. She'll be so excited if you read that.
oh my gosh. Now I'm looking at you. Hello, Becky.
Hello.
Yeah, just have these sudden urges to buy certain books, and when the urge is there, I have a hard time fighting it.
She really wants me to read it. She said it's really good.
We should read it. I got it. It was only like 1.99 on Kindle. Well, the one I got. There's a couple different versions, or editions, I should say. But
Yeah.
the one I got, it was pretty cheap, and I'm surprised it wasn't actually like within Kindle Unlimited, because a lot of classics are sort of available for
Yeah.
just free, basically. Yeah,
Emma has a physical copy.
you do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I don't have
Well,
I don't have
it's
physical.
Emma's.
Hmm.
It's Emma's, not mine, but
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What's hers is yours. What's yours is hers.
in a
So
lot of ways, that's true.
yeah. So I only actually purchased Animal Farm because of the book I physically bought that's supposed to be arriving today. Because when I read the synopsis of that book, it made me think about this one. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure I read it in high school. So I know I've read it technically before. But I was like, yeah, they seem like they're similar, and I'd like to compare them. So I know I haven't said the name of the one that's coming because
You want to be
I'm
surprised.
gonna save it for next week because I like the cover of it and stuff. It's pretty.
Mhm.
I don't know. You'll see. You'll know why I like the cover of it. Um, yeah. So it seemed like a similar story to Animal Farm, so I thought it'd be interesting to read them and maybe compare. Maybe I'll read one and I'll never get to the other one. Who knows? So yeah, that's my haul. I don't know if everybody would count Kindle Unlimited books as a haul, but uh, I'm doing it. So
Hey, you paid for it. It's yours. It's a haul.
true.
I
Okay.
feel like I'm trying to read 300 books by the end of the year.
Oh my gosh. I'm. Do you know how? Do you want to know how many books I've read this year?
I do.
You're sitting down, right? Okay. So,
I'm back. I'm reclined.
oh, nice and comfortable. I have read 84 books.
Wow.
That is, I think,
Wow.
the most I have ever read because a couple years ago I hit 80, but then I got pregnant and I didn't think I would ever like reach 80 again, just being practical.
Right.
And all these short stories, I do think they have played a huge part because I mean, at least 20 of the books I think I've read this year have been short stories.
Wow.
So, yeah, I don't
Work
know.
on some short stories for next year, Brooke.
I know. Well, like I think they keep just popping them out, so I hope they do. But yeah. So, I don't know if everybody counts short stories, but I do. Storygraph does. Um so, I'm counting them. So, yeah, 84. Kind of wild.
That's
I
fine.
was like, that's insane. Yeah. Have you finished anything since our 2 weeks?
I don't think I did. I finish anything?
It would be
If I was,
anything after our book club book.
I don't think I have. If I open Storygraph, will I?
You
Can I
shouldn't
do that?
hang up. Hopefully
Are you?
not.
There you are. Okay.
I became mini.
Uh-oh. I don't have both of my current reads in here. I mean, I
Ooh.
gave that away, didn't I?
Both of your current read. You're reading 2 books, Becky?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Let me go. Let me find what I finished reading.
And for anybody who needs a reminder of what our book club book was, it was the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. So if you skip that episode and just don't know what we're talking about, it is one episode before this. You can go back and listen if you want. There are spoilers.
Oh, wait a second. I'm done with this book. Oh, I haven't updated.
Oh my
When did
gosh.
I? When did I? When did I? Hold on. When did I finish reading this book?
See,
Give me a
that's when
second.
I'm gonna get stressed out. If there's no evidence of any other way, and I haven't like updated Storygraph, I'm like panicky.
And I don't have the 2 books I'm reading in there, so I don't remember when I think I remember when I started them.
So you've just been like casually living life, and that's actually kind of beautiful.
Let's see. We recorded. Okay, wait. I think I started that on the 25th. I had to finish it on the. I probably finished it on the 28th.
You finished it on the
Did
28th,
I
which was
wait? Did I talk about? Wait, maybe I already finished this and talked about it on the last episode. Had I finished the Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon, Volume 7, last time we
I think you
recorded?
had started volume 7 because you definitely
Okay.
brought it up because you had definitely finished volume 6.
Okay. So I finished it. Had to have been the 28th because I started it on the 25th,
Okay, yeah.
and the 28th was a Tuesday.
Mhm.
So that's when I probably finished it because I don't I don't normally listen to anything on Mondays because the girls are in the car with me,
Mhm.
and so I don't normally do that while they're in the car. So we're gonna say that I finished that on the 28th.
I've had to sort of guess a couple times when I'm like, I mean, they're educated guesses, but it's like, oh, I hope I'm right, just because I care so much. I care so much about that.
Well, they're only a few hours long. Like it
Right.
takes me just a couple days to listen to them, so I'm fairly confident that that's accurate.
Yeah.
And that's all I finished reading.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, I'm trying to do not do that thing where we talk over each other on the phone.
Yes.
So I'm
Yes.
like, let me pause for a second. Okay, cool. So that was a while ago. That was almost 2
Yeah, it
weeks.
was.
That's funny.
Crazy.
So, what are you currently? Well, I guess I should talk about what I finished. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
So I finished. Um. So crazy. Spoiler. Who would have guessed? I finished our book club book, the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, obviously. But I finished that like a day or two before we even recorded that episode. So
Yeah.
doesn't technically count. Then I finished Network Effect by Martha Wells, which is the 5th book
Mhm.
in the Murderbot Diaries and the first full-length novel in that series. I really liked it. I I know I say I decently enjoy all of them, which I have, but I what I didn't realize was missing was more of the story. So I really enjoyed it. It went into like a lot of depth and some other ideas and characters and stuff. And you got to go follow the characters to another planet, which a lot of the times you barely get multiple destinations and locations in the books because they're so short. Um,
Right.
so it was actually pretty cool. I liked it a lot. It had a good ending. I think there's like a couple more books though, so it's not like the end of the series, but I enjoyed it a lot. I think it's the first one in the series I gave a 5-star rating to. So, top notch, top tier. Lots of action, lots of random funny moments. There's some emotional moments. There's a lot of cursing. So you've got to get past that if you're interested in this series because I mean maybe you don't have to get past that. Maybe that's something you don't care about, but I find it startling sometimes because I'm like, whoa, it's just so funny. Um, so there's a lot of that. So keep that in mind. But yeah, it was
Okay.
pretty good. I enjoyed it. I actually feel like I finished. Maybe I didn't finish some. I mean, I know I finished one more thing for sure, and I have it right here. But
Okay.
I feel like there was something else that I've missed and I haven't jotted down. But we'll get there together. Um, then I finished this book, Dark Matter, by Michelle Paver, right? Yeah, Michelle Paver, which
Okay.
is I don't know if I would be saying this exactly correctly, but I believe she's a UK author. And so like apparently I can't really have super easy access to her books, and
Oh.
I don't like that.
Oh, so she's a UK author?
Yeah. But like there's a lot I feel like there's a lot of authors in the UK who get their books published in America as well.
Right.
Maybe I'm delusional and making that up, but I I really enjoyed this book. It was spooky. It was very creepy. Let me read the synopsis again so we can remember what this is about. Let me get clear my palate. London, 1937. Jack is poor, lonely, and desperate to change his life. So when he's offered the chance to join an Arctic expedition, he jumps at it. Spirits are high as the ship leaves Norway, and at last they reach the remote, uninhabited bay where they will camp for the next year. But the Arctic summer is brief. As night returns to claim the land, Jack feels a creeping unease. One by one, his companions are forced to leave. Soon, Jack will see the last of the sun. The sea will freeze, and escape will be impossible. And Jack is not alone. Something walks there in the dark.
Ooh,
It was creepy.
that sounds creepy.
I was pleased with the story, and that's why I'm like mentioning that I can't get her books easily
Right.
because there's another one she wrote called Thin Air, which is another. This was like a ghost story, and that's another creepy ghost story set in a lot of creepy cold. And I once again I'm gonna have to like look online somewhere to see if I can get it if I want it that bad, you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was good. This story started off well, I should say like 90% of the story is from our main character Jack's journal that he's writing while they're there at this fictional place called Grahuken, which I'm sure I'm saying that incorrectly, but it's called Grahuken, and it's supposed to be completely, you know, untouched basically by man, and they're there to get some kind of data reading to send back to their organization for whatever. They don't really go into details about that, but they're there to send back all these readings. And it's just the three of them. It starts off with four people, but then at the last second, the fourth person can't come for a reason that I can't even remember now. But I think he. No, I'm not even gonna guess because I'm probably completely wrong. So it ends up just being three people, and it's so you start. It starts off, and you're like reading Jack's journals, and you're like,
Oh.
Jack, you're like not very likable. Like, it just seems kind of off putting the entire time. Like, he's just a grouch, and if you bring up certain things, he's just pissed off about it. Like, he doesn't like dogs. No offense to anybody who doesn't like dogs, but come on now. And so they have, I think it's 8 huskies with them, because at one point they're supposed to, when they were going to have 4 people on the expedition, they were going to be able to take the dogs and go sledding to another location. But then they decided that that would be too dangerous with just 3 people there in the Arctic night and stuff. So they just have the dogs because they had already paid for the dogs, and the dogs are there, and they're like, well, what are we gonna do with the dogs? Like, and somebody's like, well, we could shoot them, and they're like,
Oh,
no. So they end up
why would
keeping.
you do that?
Well, because back then and for this sort of journey, the dogs are just a tool, and if you don't need the tool
Oh,
anymore,
poor dogs.
I mean, yeah, right. So, but they don't shoot the dogs. Just for the record, the dogs stay there with
Goodness.
them, and but then later, well, let me start by saying this actually. So they get there and they find this lone cabin, and there's some evidence that other people have been here. So they do some research. They ask the like native person who brought them on the ship to this location, and they're like, yeah, they were old miners, but the mining process failed, so they left. And but there's this cabin still there, and they just Jack's like, ugh, gives me the heebie-jeebies, basically. There's something weird about this cabin, and there's something weird. Like, he wants to get to this location so bad to like feel like he can breathe, because he's tired of the city and stuff. Like, he's really going through some things, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like, I'm so excited to be there to just breathe and be in nature and see the vastness of this untouched land. But then he gets there and he's like, it's so beautiful, but something feels off. Something feels a little creepy and unsettling. So then later on, after some creepy things have happened,
Mm-hmm.
their one of their friends has he has to go get his appendix taken out. So they have to
Mm-hmm.
come gather him, and then they're like, the doctor said, well, one of you has to come with him so that you can report back whether he lives, dies, or you can come with him back to the expedition afterwards. And then they're like, Jack, we're just gonna call it quits on the trip. You know, this is not safe. And Jack's like, no. He wants like this hero complex. He's like, no, I'm gonna stay. I'll stay and keep the expedition going. And I have the dogs here too. It's not like I'm completely by myself. And then so they leave. And
Oh,
then this is after like polar night has begun. So it's like always dark. And so they just leave him. And then it starts to really go crazy from there.
yikes.
Yeah. Um, I will let you know though, he does become more likable because he becomes a dog person.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, after, being isolated there with just the dogs, I would think he might enjoy the dog's company a little bit more.
Oh
But
my goodness.
it was great. It was a little crazy. I actually expected it to end a little bit differently than it did. Um, but I was wrong technically with how it ended. So which was fine. It was a good story. It was really creepy. And when I got to the end, though, it's kind of weird how you like read certain things and you're like, "Wow, this is really creepy and spooky." And then you get to the end and you're like, "Well, what was all the worry about? That wasn't scary." But then I think
Ah,
back and I'm like, "No, I stopped reading because it was spooky." I would stop reading at night because I was like, "Nope, we're done. Can't do this
can't do
this
that.
night. So let me go to bed." Um,
That's funny.
and I was like, since I paid for this and I can't really get it very easily anywhere else, I'm gonna like put sticky notes in it and
Yeah.
stuff. And then after a while, when I would sticky note stuff, I decided I was gonna highlight things. And so now I guess I'm gonna keep this forever. Because I mean, I don't think I would be too bothered if I had gotten a book and it had some highlights in it, but
Hmm.
some people might. I have put a couple of books like that already out in the pretty little library, the the little free library,
Pretty Little Liar
the
library.
pretty little library. Um, and they've taken it, so I don't know. I don't know, but there was one thing that I thought was so funny. I don't remember what they were doing, but they were like, one of the men had to like, he was having some kind of pain or something before the other guy had to go get his appendix taken out. That was a different kind of pain. um, he he was doing something and he was, I guess, a little unnerved. Oh yeah, he got frustrated with something, and he said he he got a dose of cocaine from the medicine chest
Oh,
to
yeah,
calm
they
him down.
it was used as a medicine
Hmm.
once upon a time.
And I thought that was just so funny when I read that. Because it was just like cocaine, and I was like, oh wow. Oh really now? Um, so yeah, I finished that. I actually finished it last night.
Nice.
So I was like, I want to talk about it when we record. And I'm gonna get the book club book from my mom, which is Road of Bones by Christopher somebody. Let me type it in. Road of Bone by Christopher Golden, which is another spooky-ish story set in the cold. See, I clicked the one by Christopher. At least I thought I did, and the fantasy book with the same name came up. Okay.
That's weird.
This, yeah. This is set on a highway in Siberia, and during winter, I guess, whenever it is cold, winter temperatures as low as 60 degrees below zero. And somebody, it's like a film crew. I just don't feel like reading the synopsis this time. Sorry. So a film crew is trying to cover a, an elusive ghost story, is what this says, on this highway, and it's supposed to be haunted, and it is set in the winter, so it's going to be another creepy cold story. And which I actually kind of like. I like the creepy set in the winter, isolated, chilly stories. I feel like that helps it be terrifying to me, I guess, because it's so friggin' cold. Because I don't want to be in those temperatures. Um,
No.
yeah. What else did I finish? I feel like there was something else. Maybe I should grab my phone and get a story graph. I might be wrong. This is a good view. I might be wrong, but I just want to check. Oh, I read. See, I knew I read something else. I read a short story, a sci-fi short story, not in a collection. It's just by itself. It's called Trapline by Zimothy. Oh my goodness, Timothy Zahn. Um, it's only 39 pages. It took me a couple days to read it though. This is okay. Let me look it up now that I've remembered what book that was. I can look it up on here. And but anyway, my point being, I was gonna start the book club book tonight after I get it from my mom. Later. And this was the synopsis for Trapline, a short story by Timothy Zahn. En route to far off stars, Toby's consciousness has a crucial mission: inhabit his clone long enough to repair a spaceship, then zip back to Earth. He's done it a million times, more or less. Okay, 12 times. It should only take a few hours until he wakes up in a jail and he's not alone. His fellow prisoners, a group of alien soldiers, his prison, a boundary that will imprison their spirits until their bodies die. His jailers can't even see him, but their pet cat, or iguana cat, something like that, can. It's got a serious case of the zoomies. With humanity's place in the odd and ever widening universe riding on Toby's choices, It's time to saddle up for a ghostly game of cat and mouse. Um, I didn't really care for it. Truth be told, I I thought it sounded interesting at first, and it's a short story, and it's sci-fi, and those are pretty much typically really entertaining. And and I'm not saying it's not entertaining. To somebody, it would be entertaining, but I just didn't really care for it. It felt a little silly and a little too goofy for my taste. But I mean, like he gets trapped in this jail, and he can't get out. There's like a force field barrier around it, but like it said, the captors can't even see the prisoners within the little cell. I'm struggling. I'm like, stop saying it like that. Stop saying it like that. No, you're still doing it. And but their alien cat thing can, and so he sits there and he talks with the prisoners, and they're like of a different alien species, and they're like, "Hi, nice to meet you. We've never met a human," and he's like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I've never met an alien," and so they're chatting and they're talking about why they're even there, how they're there, because it's just like their consciousness in like a spirity form, like whatever you're imagining is probably like that's what I was imagining. They're kind of wispy and sitting there. They can't get to their bodies. So they start talking about how they have found out a similar technology, obviously, to get to and fro, like light years distance. And the ones he meets, the aliens he meets in the jail cell, they can meld their bodies with technology. Like I already don't even remember his name, but our main character can meld with like a, a mammal body, which would be his body, which is what he was trying to go to. But turns out he can meld with any other mammal-like body. So to get out, he tries to meld with the cat thing, and
Oh.
yeah. So I won't reveal whether or not it works and what else happens, but it was fine. I mean, I didn't really like it all that much. I just I don't know. Somebody else would, but I did feel like it was a little too cartoony for my preferred darkness of taste. So, but that's my fault. That's on me. Um, yeah, that's what I read. Gee Willikers, that took forever. What have you finished? Wait, no, you finished that book already. You told me that. What are you
Yes.
currently reading?
I'm currently reading. Let me go back in here. I mean, I know what they are. I just want to, because I want to say how far I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently reading Lord of the Silent by Elizabeth Peters, which is book 13. Hopefully, I'm reading the correct one. I'm pretty sure that's the right one. It seems to fall in line with the storyline that I remember.
Yeah.
I'm 38% of the way through. And I'm also reading Emma by Jane Austen.
Oh.
And I'm 20% of the way through that one.
Oh my goodness. So I saw that Emma had Emma last time y'all were here.
Yes. Yes.
Which is the
So,
Emma that I gave her specifically.
yes. Yes. She has another copy of Emma as well that's it's a limited or special edition. It's purple with flowers on it, which is, purple's her favorite color. Flowers are her aesthetic.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she was reading the one you gave her. She's on a Jane Austen kick right now. And she's getting this guy at church who's their friends to read with her. So she reread Pride and Prejudice, and then she was going through, and she had already highlighted in it, but she highlighted some more stuff. And she gave him Pride and Prejudice, and she said, "I'm sorry, I highlighted some things in there." He goes, "Oh, that's cool." And so, like, he was reading, and he specifically was checking out, like, what she highlighted, and I thought was interesting what she highlighted. And so she did the same thing with Emma. Like, she read through Emma and highlighted some things in there, and then, like, she gave it to him to read, and he's reading it. I will say that Pride and Prejudice is the only Jane Austen book that I've ever read.
Oh.
I've seen several movie adaptations of her books, but I've never actually read anything but Pride and Prejudice, which I read 8 times in a row. Um,
I love that for you. I really do.
Emma is good, but it's not as good as Pride and Prejudice, in my opinion.
Mm.
Emma says it's easier to read and understand, and Pride and Prejudice was, I think, Jane Austen's first book, which maybe that's why why Emma is easier to read
Mm.
for some people, because it would be later, so the language is a little bit different. Probably the writing
Yeah.
style is a little bit different, but it's boring. Or I was not boring, but the writing style is a little confused for me. And maybe it's more so because I'm listening to it rather than reading it physically. But it's getting better now that it's a little bit later in the book. But at the beginning, I'm like, why are we hopping around? It feels like we're
Oh.
hopping around
Yeah.
and we're not staying. But the movie Emma with Gwyneth Paltrow is so good. And actually, Emma's never seen it, and I really want her to. And we found out yesterday that one of our elders' wives loves Jane Austen, and she loves the movie, the version of Emma with Gwyneth Paltrow. So we're going to set up a time to watch Emma with her.
That's cute.
So, yeah, so I'm really excited about it. And Emma is currently reading Persuasion, um, which another elder's wife, we had lunch with them yesterday. She made a face when Emma said she was reading Persuasion. She said, you didn't like it. She goes, no, not really.
That's funny.
Uh,
Well, y'all are doing better than me because, I had tried to read Pride and Prejudice like a year or two ago now, and I DNF'd
yeah.
it.
Yep. That's your loss.
I
It's a
know.
good book.
Apparently. I
Uh,
I'll try it again at some point. I know I will. I think
you don't have to if you don't like it.
well, I some things they hit differently at different points of your life and depends on the, you know, time of year sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of factors that go into
Oh.
that. I think I'm what they call a mood reader. So I don't know. But yeah, going back, so you're listening to Emma and you're saying it's a little confusing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if I read classics, unless it's a dramatized version, I'm gonna have to read it physically.
Guys, that's the word I was looking for yesterday.
Yeah,
I was I was talking to someone about the Legends of the First Empire, and I was trying to tell them it was a dramatized audio,
yeah.
and I couldn't think of dramatized. And then I felt like an idiot because I'm over there going, it's Anyway, I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. So yeah, you'll have to message them. Let them know that if they don't have experience with audiobooks very much, that dramatized is amazing. You can pretty much get into any kind of story if it's dramatized. But which I did read, another classic of some kind of story that I, but it was a dramatized version. I cannot even remember exactly what it was at all. Oh shoot,
Well, I think Audible has some dramatized
they do dramatized
audios of Emma and probably Pride and Prejudice as well.
classic audio book, and it was on Audible. Let me type in Audible. I want to know what it was. It was a classic, but it was a dramatized version, and I really enjoyed it. Oh well, I mean, I did listen to Treasure Island, the dramatized version, but that's not what I'm thinking about. But that was also very fun. Let me click this and see what happens. 1984.
I didn't like. I think I started listening to Pride and Prejudice on Audible, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, there's
I
a.
didn't like their cast.
Where are you listening to Emma?
Everand.
Okay, there is a. It doesn't say it's dramatized, but it is a only available on Audible version.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling and I happen to saw that. I happen to saw that. I happen to see that. And so that was there. Where what book was it? Dang. I mean, if I can't figure it out, I will put it in the show notes. Because I really wish I could remember what it was.
Oh, I bet this is good. There's an audio, and it's an Audible original drama of Emma with Emma Thompson.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe we're looking at the same thing. I see a Jane Austen collection, and it has Emma Thompson as one of the.
I have that saved. It's in my library.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm getting completely sidetracked. Um,
I might have lied. It says it's in my library, but when I clicked on it, it says, "Do you want to use a credit?" So it must be in my want list.
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to. Oh my gosh! Thank the God in heaven. Northanger Abbey. Jeez.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Oh, I listen. I wouldn't have been able to sleep tonight if I couldn't figure that out. Northanger Abbey. I listened to a dramatized version of that. I think it was through Audible at the time. That was fantastic. I enjoyed that. But yeah, no. If it was not a dramatized audio, I wouldn't. I think I would have to just physically read it with my eyes, and then I'd have to really pay attention too, because of course the writing style is different. So
Right.
you gotta like sometimes really focus. Whew, I feel so much better. What were we talking about?
Classics.
So yeah, you're reading Emma. Do you want to? Will you read her special edition? Since if you want to
Uh,
swap over to
I don't. I'm just gonna finish listening to it. I'm 20% wet through.
yeah,
I'm listening to the what is it called? Lord of the Silent.
Lord of the
Yeah, I'm listening
Silent.
to Lord of the Silent in the mornings
Mm,
and Emma in the afternoon.
okay, so that's the 13th one of I think it said 20 right here where I looked it up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You still got a long way to go.
Yes, and I'm reading. The reason I'm reading 2 books is because I thought, well, I don't want the rest of the year to just be Amelia Peabody.
Yeah, I can understand
But
that.
if I read them, if I keep reading them in order, then it will just be Amelia Peabody. So I'm
Yeah,
adding other books to listen to.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so now I need to talk about what I'm reading.
Yeah.
What am I reading? Well, I finished my spooky book last night.
Yeah.
I am technically
So there's got to
reading.
be 4 or 5 other things.
Right. I was reading three things,
Uh,
and I can see the name and cover of the one of them, but I can't see it in my head what the third one
is
was.
it on Graph?
Yeah, it is on
Oh,
Storygraph.
hold on. I'll look you up.
I should log in on the computer somehow. Um,
Brooke rates books. Everybody.
Brooke Bates rates books. I thought it
Let's
was
see. Currently reading Fantasticland. Is that accurate?
yes,
And the other
Fantasticland.
one, The Turn of the Screw. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's accurate. Thank
Okay.
you, Becky.
My pleasure.
So I couldn't remember that I was reading okay, I could remember that I was reading The Turn of the Screw. I could not remember that I was reading Fantasticland because that's an audiobook on Everand that I'm listening to, and I've not really had a lot of time these past few days to dive back into the audiobook. Um, if I wasn't focusing on reading Dark Matter by Michelle Paver, I probably would have been crocheting and listening to it at night.
Hmm.
But yeah, I know I've technically been reading that one for a little while now because I talked about it 2 weeks ago when we recorded a normal episode. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. It's still told in the form of like interviews of survivors or first responders or CEOs of this amusement park in Florida that gets hit by this really, really bad, devastating hurricane. And there are people, well, there are employees of the park that are trapped there when the hurricane
Right.
comes through.
Right.
Yes, and so the story is told based on their interviews and like pictures and documentation from this event, and it's interviews that are going into this fictional documentary story about this incident. And while they were trapped there, they just went straight savage. And
Oh,
instead of,
yeah.
just cooperating like normal people, they resorted to violence with any silly scenario. And it gets pretty graphic. And there have been several deaths that I've read that are unpleasant. And it's insane. So far, it is an insane story, but wildly entertaining, I guess. And the fact that it's told through like an interview kind of setup is very, like, if you like to listen to or read, or I'm sorry, listen to or watch like true crime, it's might be something you'd be interested in. It's a little graphic because of the certain deaths that have happened and stuff, but
Yeah.
so far it's really good. Then I started The Turn of the Screw by Henry James, which I don't know if you remember that I had tried to read that a while ago, like probably around the same time I DNF Pride and Prejudice. And
I thought it sounded familiar. I mean, obviously I know the title, but
yeah.
yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? We're gonna try that again. We're gonna pick it back up. So I have it on my Kindle. I actually have two copies upstairs. I
That's
have a
fun.
copy that I had purchased, and I have a copy that I think Emma got me specifically.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like that cover that's on Storygraph is different from the cover I remember.
Yes, it is. There's a lot. I had to really search for that one because that's the one on Kindle, and I had to really, really hunt for that edition. Um,
That's fun.
so yeah, I'm just at the beginning again. Like, I actually, if you look on my Kindle progress before I restarted it, I was already like halfway through. I don't really remember anything though. I mean, I'm at the part where, I can't think of what she's called, but the girl goes to the house to become like the nanny of the children,
Right, right.
and that's literally it. I mean, somebody else is telling the story of the. I can't think of what she's called. But so it started off with the person telling the story around a fire in like a sitting room with a bunch of other people, and
Mm-hmm.
now we are following. I'm just gonna say nanny, the nanny.
Probably governess.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's governess. Thank you. I couldn't
I thought
think.
when you said that, I thought you meant her actual name.
No, I don't remember her name. I actually don't think it's told me her name yet, but I would not have
Oh.
remembered her name anyway. So yes, it's governess. So I'm with her. She has arrived at the manor and she has met the little girl who she's going to be taking charge of, and the boy will be returning from school the next day. And I think that's where I'm at. So nothing super creepy has happened. Unsettling. I know it's not going to be like super scary, but it's it's a classic ghost story. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try to reread it. That's where I'm at.
All right.
So I feel like that was a struggle for me to get through.
Poor Brooke.
I know. So I'll be reading those two. I really thought in my head that I would have finished Fantasticland by today, but I really have not had the time to listen to my audiobook. So
Maybe you'll finish it today.
I don't even think I'm far enough to where I'd be able to finish it.
Oh, heard.
But I appreciate that.
You said they're not acting like the way normal people would act, but let me tell you, I saw this fight breaking out over. It was on the news because those little bears that Starbucks have been advertising
Oh, the
to get your
cups?
coffee. Yes,
Yeah.
they didn't have enough cups at the Starbucks, so people are fighting over this Starbucks cup. Guys, it's a cup.
A
Who freaking
plastic cup.
you need a Starbucks bear cup that badly?
Right.
Please, come on now.
That's ridiculous.
And then it reminded me of the people who were fighting in the Popeyes because there weren't enough spicy sandwiches.
Yeah,
Guys, come back tomorrow.
it's gonna be okay.
Go to Chick-fil-A. There are other people with spicy sandwiches. Come on.
Yeah, it's gonna
Why
be
are you
alright.
beating up Popeyes employees because they don't have spicy sandwiches? Y'all are crazy.
Yeah,
So
that's insane.
I'm not sure that these people in Fantasticland didn't act like normal people.
I know, and it's like this is like a more serious situation than that. Oh man, I
Have
remember
you
the
seen Jingle All the
spicy.
Way?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Have you seen Jingle All the Way?
I don't think
I
so.
think that's I think that's the name of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he's trying to get this. I haven't seen it either, but I think the premise of the movie is that he's trying to get this figurine for his kid, and it's Christmas time, so the the lunacy behind people that go shopping for these Black Friday deals.
Right.
Anyway, what were you saying? I cut you off. I apologize.
I don't know. It wasn't anything important, probably. It was just. Oh no, I remember when the whole Popeyes chicken sandwich thing came about. What an age to live in. What an age to be working in fast food. Oh,
I'm just, sometimes I think, okay, what if it was like still the times of the Vikings?
oh
Would the Vikings act like that over, a sandwich? I don't know.
right,
Like,
right.
would people in 1500s Europe go crazy like that over a cup? I feel like
Right.
there's more important things in life and you have to really put it into perspective.
Yes, there are way more important things in life. How about you just go look outside and take a minute and look at the sky and just
Take
uh,
your shoes off and walk barefoot in a field.
yeah, like just experience the world for a second. Just, or what a lot of people like to say, just go touch some grass. Like,
Right.
you can do it. It'll be all
Oh,
right.
oh my
That's so
goodness.
stupid. I know. I saw the cup thing come out, and I was like, I literally, it's like one of those things you're just sort of scrolling. I saw the cup thing,
Right.
didn't even hesitate. Could care less. Could care less about this cup.
Yeah, I thought it was cute,
I mean, yeah,
but I wouldn't. It's also $30. Who's spending $30 on a cup that looks like a bear?
not me. And also, how many ounces is it?
It doesn't look like it's that many ounces.
Yeah, see, that
I
didn't.
I would $dollars on a Stanley cup.
Yeah. Sheesh, people. That's nuts.
Anyway.
Cool.
Anyway.
I'm hoping to have read many more books next time we talk.
Sounds good.
I get kind of.
I hope to.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I hope to be done with my two at least by the time we come back.
I think you will be. Sometimes I get a little like book crazy near the end of the year. I like to
You
just,
do.
well, it's like I've already surpassed my goal, but it's like I gotta just read as much as I can before December
I feel like
31st.
I've been book crazy all year.
I have. I feel like, yeah. Um, this is just a little thing. On Instagram, I like to, after a month goes by, once the month is over, I post pictures of the covers that I finished on Instagram
Hmm.
on a story, and it's under a story highlight on my
Right.
page. And I realized I didn't do that for October, so I was like, okay,
Ah.
let me find the template that I want off of Pinterest because that's what I do, and let me see how many books I've finished. I only read 4 books in October. 4. And one of them was By Any Other Name by Jodi Picoult, which I think really dragged me down all month. Because that was that book club one that me and my mom were like, didn't really like that. Didn't really like it.
Right.
I mean, we liked half of it, I should say. That's the one where we liked half of the story.
Right.
And I feel like it was I was dragging through that one to get it finished. At one point, I really didn't even want to read it. And so I was like, yep, I blame you. By Any Other Name.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah. Like, there's a reason why I've only read 4 books. So, okay, yeah. that's that's all.
That's all. That's
That's
all
the
for
least
me.
amount of books I've read in a month this year is what I was trying to get at.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know we have bigger and I don't know if better things is the right word to use, but bigger things to move on to for the rest of the day.
Yep.
You have errands to run, and I have a house to clean. So
Yeah.
that's all for me, too.
I'm going to make tomato soup and
Ooh,
grilled
that sounds good.
cheese for dinner.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I haven't
Yeah.
had lunch yet, so I'm going to go. Maybe I'll have that for lunch.
Yeah, it's going to be I figured it was a really appropriate because it's supposed to be really chilly today or tonight.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you as always for listening, Kindred Spirits. It's wonderful to know that there are so many of you in the world. And we are gaining new kindred spirits every day, and it's great that we're actually getting feedback from some of you guys now, and that's great. And um, we appreciate it, and we're going to take everything that you have said to us under advisement and try to better the podcast for your benefit because you have spoken, and we appreciate it. And
The people have spoken.
so the people have spoken. The kindred spirits have spoken.
Yep.
Um, so, all you kindred spirits, don't forget to check out the Sideways Sheriff. Support him because he supports us. Don't forget that we do have merchandise, and hopefully, if we start making money on this podcast, we'll have a shop that you can go and order things through. But for now, you have to tell us what you want and order it through us. But we do have merchandise. So please, if you're interested in a t-shirt or a mouse pad or something like that, we do have things available. You can go to our Facebook page. There's a picture somewhere of the things that we have. And again, I guess I can go back and I can reshare it or repost it for our new listeners. But we do have that available. And Miss Tracy, thank you for taking care of those things for us. And we really appreciate you. And I guess that's it from self advertising. Until next time, stay happily booked.